Domestic Violence Awareness Month started kind of more as a day. It was in the early 80s. One of the coalitions, I believe it was the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, started this awareness day, and it kind of picked up steam. And then over the years, other organizations started picking it up and using it as a way to spread awareness about survivors and what victims go through. And then in the late 80s, the US Congress went ahead and actually started declaring every October Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And it has just really picked up since then, where a lot of the different organizations, and including a lot of different government agencies that do a lot of work helping survivors of domestic violence, try to plan activities and awareness. But now this tool is going to allow those prosecutors and those people who need to enforce protective orders, law enforcement, the investigators who are investigating, to be able to pull up that information and find out more about not only what's going on with their case, but also people's history. And as we know, knowing that history is really important in making sure that those things are being handled properly and being able to be looked at to prevent worse things from happening. My main job is training. I do lots and lots of training. Every year since I started 8 years ago, my training invitations have just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And last year alone, I had already trained like almost 1,100 people all around the state. And they are law enforcement, prosecutors, judges, clerks, advocates, everybody. Called the Power and Control Wheel. And what that was is way back in Duluth, Minnesota, about 40 years ago now, probably actually closer to 50, they interviewed literally thousands of survivors of domestic violence and asked them what else is going on while this physical or sexual violence is going on. And a lot of times it's things like, of course, the verbal abuse, being really controlling regarding finances, being really controlling about isolation. I mean, lots of times it's very subtle. I have many people that I've talked about that would be like, at first it was very sweet. It's like, I'm really sad when you go see your family. I wish you didn't go see and leave me to go see them so often. And the next thing you know, they're really isolated from their friends and family. Because as soon as you've got it to where they can't reach out to someone because something bad's going on, then that is half the battle right there.